products with actual value. I got hit up for a company, I'm not going to tell how many years ago, because it'll make me sound even older than I am, but there was a super secret ingredient in this mushroom that was they extracted, it was in a pill, and it gave you more energy, and it helped you clear up your thinking, and it was unbelievable. It was like a miracle drug. And they got a doctor up on stage, and he told me all the medicinal benefits of all the long word ingredients that I couldn't pronounce in Latin. And he said he had more energy than he's ever had. And guess what you can do when somebody says that to you? Nothing. You can't call him a liar, he's just telling you how he feels. I can't tell you how you feel. Okay, that's great. Now for $45 a month, you buy one bottle, and you'll be feeling better too. And a month goes by, and I'm like, you feeling better? Well, no. You feel any different? I think so. So these testimonies that people give over products that may or may not work can't be done for very long. So products have real value. I still remember Kirby Cochran in our old office who said, we need more toys in our wagon. Because he was picturing a kid pulling a little red wagon and it was full of toys. And at that time, we had like one toy. We had like WakeUpNow Finance. He said, we need more toys in the wagon. We need more value for this membership that we're charging people. And then they went and partnered up with TaxBot. And then they went and partnered up and found Vacation Club, which by the way was the absolute game changer. When Vacation Club came in, it blew the roof off. So we started adding toys to the wagon so the products had real value. So that people could figure out, wait, TaxBot costs like, what is it, 15, 20 bucks a month by itself if you go straight to TaxBot, plus let's see, a Vacation Club membership. I own a timeshare. I'm confessing now. I'm not paying for it anymore, luckily, because we did it right before we sold our first house and we paid it off. But I pay $900 a year just in maintenance fees, on top of the $1,000 I paid for the timeshare. Starts with a 2, ends with a 9. It's a Marriott Vacation Club thing. It's a great timeshare. It's in Newport Coast, California. It's beautiful. We trade and go all kinds of wonderful places. Then WakeUpNow gets the Vacation Club, and I just about blew up. Because there's value there. I know what it costs to go on vacation. I know what it costs me just to maintain my timeshare to go on vacation. So when you tell people how the Vacation Club works, and you guys remember the video, the 3 examples, the Banff Resort, the Mexico Resort, Jordan Harris and I sat down one day and spent like 3 hours doing nothing but looking up hot weeks on the vacation list in the Vacation Club, and we pulled out the resort, the week that they were offering, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, whatever. We wrote it all down. We wrote down a bunch of examples. We went online, we looked them up. Every single one was less than half of what it was through Expedia or anywhere else. And most were, well, that's 50%, most were 60 to 70%. My point is, that stuff you can show people and say, that's value. That's real value. So products that are worth it, a fair comp plan that creates opportunity at all levels. There are some great posts online I see where people talk about companies and how many people you have to have in an organization to make a certain amount of money. And then there's like the comparisons, and you get to WakeUpNow, and you can almost break even in your business with you plus 3. That is unheard of. So the mindset we wanted to start getting people into is you own your own business. It costs money to own a business. If you own a restaurant, have you heard of Robin Mansell and Gerald Wilhite? Whose names mean anything to anybody? Okay, they should, because they are amazing people, and they brought in a lot of the talent into the company right now. They used to own a restaurant together. Robin tells me that her overhead to run that restaurant every month was $15,000. Before she sold 1 burger, between rent, utilities, and everything else, it cost her $15,000 a month to run that business. And they had to hope that at the end of the month, they sold enough food and beverage to make that $15,000 plus enough for some profit. Okay? So, and take that number with it. I don't care if it's a carpet cleaning business, I don't care what kind of business. There's a cost involved in starting and running a business. WakeUpNow is no different. But if you have a better than average chance of making that money back in commissions, you can break even pretty quickly, and then you can go profitable pretty quickly. The reason there's a director bonus of $100 right away is because we want people to start earning some money. Now, you're not going to retire on $100 a month, okay, unless you move to Haiti. But you can't, no joke, there are economies on this planet where $100 a month, you're rich. But we want people to experience success in their business right away. How many people who are making a check quit the business? It's really close to zero. So our goal was to reward people for their efforts, reward them early, and then finally give people an actual chance to work for themselves. Something they could actually see happen. So why network marketing? Why this industry? Jason Elrod and Phil Polish worked together in real estate development in Arizona. Phil Polish started and built a home building company. He's one of the largest home builders in Arizona. He later sold that to a national home building chain and left the business. But I mean, he ran $1 billion business by himself. Why would a guy like that choose network marketing? Number one, they just took, these are business people. These are not scam artists, these are not get-rich-quick guys. They are rich guys online. Internet usage rates are up. This is the percentage of the population in the US and Canada that are using the internet. In 2012, now that's gone up since then. That's the majority of both countries. Now there are countries in the world where it's down in the 20s or 30s, a lot of your second, third world countries that just aren't wired the way we are. But internet usage is going global quickly. Online retail. By 2017, more than 10%, this is in the US, but I'm pretty sure the numbers are parallel in Canada, over 10% of all retail sales will be online. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am an Amazon junkie. I'm an eBay junkie. I always compare those two. And sometimes Walmart.com, but usually Amazon's got most people beat. And by the way, those are the guys we're going after. We want to compete with Amazon prices, you know, when we launch the full version of our hub and deal stream. But it's only going to get bigger, 15%. If I can show you the trillions of dollars that represents, the amount of stuff that's going to be bought online is going to continue going through the roof. So why not work for a company that sells products online and own your own? What if you had your own Amazon page, right? What if it was Logan.amazon.com and everything I bought at Logan.amazon.com, Logan got a piece of? You guys, that is Wake Up Now. That is where we're headed. That is what we're building right now. Is an e-commerce platform that will let you sell not just the digital products you have right now, but Thunder, when it arrives in Canada, it's coming, I promise, it's being approved, it's in the loop. You got a lot of laws up here that gotta be met. There's a lot of red tape in Canada. Now I know why there's so much red in the Canadian flag. It stands for red tape. So Thunder is going through the approval process. Coffee is going through the approval process. There was something in the coffee formula they weren't totally happy with, whatever your version of the FDA is in Canada. So we're reformulating that to make sure we can get it approved. But my point is, at some point there'll be dozens of products, skincare, healthcare, fitness products, you name it. Wake Up Now will be selling it online electronically, and that's because of this. So, you've probably come to understand, I want to own my own business. Yes. How do I do that? There's a couple ways to do it. Historically, franchising. Who made franchising famous?
McDonald's.
McDonald's turned franchising into a legitimate business model that anybody can do. We have the formula, we have the equipment, the manuals, everything. You just got to buy, lease the real estate, and get started. The problem, it gained a ton of respect, by the way, and it just exploded. In the 70s and 80s, franchises took off. And you name it, I mean, the hamburger business, and the pizza business, and everything else just exploded. But, what's wrong with franchising? By the way, it's not just food. You can own a carpet cleaning business, you can run any kind of business as a franchise. But, high cost to get started. Anybody here looked into buying McDonald's? You gotta have $750,000 US in the bank just to buy McDonald's, to even consider buying McDonald's. To me, that's just the rich getting richer. That doesn't do anything for you or me, so that's how. The debt burden. If you borrow money to start a business, you don't make a dime until you pay that debt off. So businesses that require you to pay something to start up, you have to pay that off. And it needs a lot of attention. Anybody here ever been a part of a restaurant, worked for an owner, or been a part? Are they there 24/7 or what?
48 hours.
All the time. Business owners are there, and I don't care if you run a candy store, or a restaurant, if you know the teenagers that you hire to work for you are going to rob you blind right out of the cash register if you don't pay attention. So it's 24/7. So what's your alternative? Why network marketing? What is it about that as a business model that makes sense? The compensation model is number one. Pay people for effort. Number two, timing. It is more in demand than ever. People want flexible ways to make money. Technology is making it possible. Low barriers of entry. Would you rather have $750,000 in the bank to buy McDonald's? Or would you rather pay $99.95 for a subscription for digital products that will save you 5 times that by the end of the year, each month? self-employment, and then finally residual income. What is residual income? If you don't know that definition, please go look it up. It is money that is being made without effort. That's what residual income is. So, the reason we're structuring WakeUpNow the way we are, software and everything, you will have, in today, tomorrow, and every week and month to come, as new products come on board, you'll make money off purchases by your customers. You'll have people coming just to buy the product, just to buy tax plan. So customer purchases, your own purchases, because you want to use the products. I'm a huge fan of Vacation Club and finance. And then from your team purchases, this is where we share the wealth. Because you train and mentor and work your way, you're going to get a piece of those sales from below you. That's how the compensation plan is built. Okay? That's why the guy that behind the counter at the store you walked into does not care how much or how little you buy in his store. Why? Because he's making his $8 an hour no matter what you do. He could not care less. Anybody never walked into a store and been treated like dirt? Because the people you're talking to have no interest in the success of that business. When it comes to your customers and yourself and your teams, you guys care about your success. You care about your people's success. That's built in because you enjoy a piece of that success. All of that goes into a funnel. That's the hub. That's the e-commerce site. That's WakeUpNow.com. When we roll out the next version, you're going to recognize it even more. At the bottom, what spits out, no matter where they come from, Facebook referrals, whatever, is commissions to you guys. No matter where they come from. So this concept of the social distribution network means, I found something really cool.
Yep. You
should check this out. Have any of you ever forwarded in an email or a text a link to a product that you thought was kind of cool? To a friend, right? A camera, right? Video, a product, music, doesn't matter what it is. A lotion, I mean, whatever. A TV, this is a great deal. Look at it. When you share that stuff, the power of that is exponential. Now, I don't have a video or charts to show you, but it's, you know at least 10 people, and those people know at least 10 people, and all of a sudden you've gone from 1 to 100 in just one generation. That's the power of your social network, the people you know. And so if you've got products that people actually need, and actually want, and already buy, and you don't have to talk anybody into that Amazonian fruit, that grows under a certain leaf of a certain tree, only 3 months out of the year, or whatever, all those weird stories. You're going to use state-of-the-art technology. You don't have to build an e-commerce platform. We're building it. Okay? We're building it. You're just going to log on and use it and get your own version. Pay those commissions to all levels, and then multiply those results and start shopping. Now, I know you're thinking right now, but I can't get 100 people a day to buy tax file. No, that's right. You can't. You can find a few people, but the more products we add, the more things people are interested in. When the deal stream comes along, there's going to be thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of products, probably millions. Jason Elrod was in his office 2 weeks ago and he was stacked high with camping equipment. There were tents and sleeping bags and little hydration backpacks, and his office was covered. I'm like, dude, are you taking the entire company camping? What is this? And he says, no, we're thinking about putting our stuff, in the hub, on the deal stream, and we want to try it out. We want to make sure it's good stuff. And the owner of the company was there negotiating a deal. So we're going to put it in the hub. That is happening every day, all day, as we find more things to sell. And every time that happens, you guys are going to participate in it. The reason we want to do this, and I need you guys to hear it loud and clear on this. Phil, Jason, and Kirby are not in this to build it and sell it. They are in it to build it and keep it. They want this to be around. Kirby has 2 of his 5 kids working at WakeUpNow. He wants them to have a job for years. He wants this company to be successful forever. We want to be an iconic company. We want to change the way that online sales work. We want to take the best of what Amazon is doing, and by the way, between Amazon and Google, they pretty much rule the planet. No? We want to take what they do well and bring it to the network marketing world, turn it into a business, and benefit everybody. You with me?
Yeah.
So at one point, when all the profits that come from these products into your pocket, into the company's coffers, by the way, you're getting familiar with something called the founder override bonus and the executive override bonus. Have you ever heard of those? I know these guys have.
No.
A percentage of the company's profits go back into another piece of the comp plan called the founder override and the executive override. It's an add-on. It's a profit share. So if one day we put Thunder on every store shelf in the country, You don't have to be afraid. Number one, we'll price it higher than what you get it for, so you'll always have the best price in town. But those profits come back to everybody in the company as a profit share. So it doesn't matter who's selling and how it's being made. If you sell it, you're making money. If your team sells it, you're making a piece of it. If the company sells it, you're getting a piece of it. It is not happening that way at Amazon. Amazon has thousands of employees. They might have a little profit share, but it looks nothing like this. So let's talk about iconic companies. What is that? You recognize them by the logo alone. That's an iconic company. And they all mean something else. You look at the Starbucks logo and it means yummy coffee, a place to hang out, free Wi-Fi, right? You got all these things that Starbucks logo means to you. You look at McDonald's. First thing you think is
cheeseburger.
Yeah, real estate. Lots of, for me, it's fries. I just go right to the fries.
Nugget.
Dang it. You look at Nike, and it means everything that Nike means to you. It just do it. The athletic lifestyle, right? The clothes, the shoes, or whatever. You look at Apple. Everything that Apple means to people. Quality, ease of use, cool, right? We want to make Wake Up Now an iconic company. Are you guys with me? Can we do this? That is why I'm so excited for Canada. You guys are here at the beginning. Now, I don't mean beginning as in yesterday. There's people who've been busting their butts to make this happen for a while. Every step we take, every new product that crosses the border is going to blow this place up in ways that we will not recognize a year from now. I promise you, it's going to be unbelievable. So I am grateful you guys are here, and we're going to end tonight on a high note. I'm going to bring back up on stage the man who does a great intro, and he does a great thank you and good night. Would you guys please welcome back up